Here we are, the Limited. They just closed all of their stores. Done. Storefronts. They're going all online. How many of you guys shop on Amazon? Guilty. Yeah, me too. One click, it's there. It's amazing. That's the way that we want to purchase now as a society. We're going to ask our friends what they like, and we're going to buy it online. So the business model, when these doctors pulled their products out of high-end retail, it was absolutely the right thing to do, 100%, because the brand, Rodan & Fields, we have been the #1 fastest growing skincare brand in the US for the last 5 years in a row. So they got it right? They definitely did. In addition to that, Rodan & Fields is currently the #2 brand in premium skincare in the US, and that is up, that was 2015. That was up from the #4 spot in 2014, and we are anxiously waiting the 2016 numbers. We'll see what happens. So with that, I will go ahead and hand it over to Jen.
Hi everyone, thank you Dustin. So I'm Jen Hoffman. I'm actually born and raised, pretty local. I actually was born and raised in Glenside, Pennsylvania and live in Jacostown. So slightly different than Dustin, I actually just started in the fall. So I've been doing this for approximately 4 to 5 months. 4 to 5 months and I'm up here. So when I started this business, I'm married. I have 3 small children. I have 3 boys. They keep our hands full. They all play sports. I'm sure many of you can relate. You're running to and from sports on the weekend. Does anyone have a weekend without sports ever anymore? Not the way I was raised. So my husband and I are extremely busy. We bought a new house last year. Nobody approached me. I didn't have a crazy pharmacist. I didn't have the person that wouldn't accept no for an answer. I legitimately had nobody approach me. In full disclosure, I did win a Rodan & Fields basket at a raffle 2 years ago. Whoever the individual was that donated that basket to that raffle, shame on you. They never followed up with me, and I loved the products, but I used them and I was done. Like I went to CVS, I went to Giant, whatever was convenient, and I bought whatever it was. I would pop in Bloomingdale's, buy whatever had a nice container, looked good to me. Sure, I'll try it. Would read a magazine, Julia Roberts is using it, Jennifer Aniston. Sure, I'll pay $70 for it. So I wasn't happy with my skin, but I wasn't unhappy with it. I never had fantastic skin, but I never had horrible skin. So I actually saw another mom on the soccer field, per usual. Where else am I when I'm not at work? Because I do work full-time in a large academic medical center. I oversee over 100 people Monday through Friday and commute downtown, which is not fun. But so I saw another soccer mom, and she was talking about the trip she was taking. She was driving a nice car. When I would take off work and go to the gym at 10 o'clock in the morning, she was there. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong, and what is she doing? She must be a trust fund baby, right? She must be a trust fund baby, or maybe her husband just does a really kick-ass job. And then he retired. Really? So I actually reached out to her, and I asked her, I was like, what are you doing? I had heard, I did some research. It was literally, I think, a week from the time I reached out to her on Facebook to the day I signed. I had 1,000,001 questions when I signed. I did my research. I find myself technologically savvy. I'm smart. I have a business sense. I did the research. I was never going to get all 1,000,001 questions answered, ever. And every time I started asking her a question, I wasn't even really listening to the answer anymore. Because I had decided and I had evaluated the risk in doing this for myself and my family, and I thought, they offer 60-day money-back guarantee. They offer bonuses if you hit certain milestones or metrics. And you know what? Worst case scenario, if I start this and I earn my money back that I bought on my kit, I can walk away at any point. There's no obligation, there's no contract, there's nothing. And so I had done much harder things in my life. I had 3 children. 3 children, and the last one was 10 pounds. And it wasn't a C-section. So I knew, hell or high water, if I started this, at a minimum, I was going to use the products, and I was going to make my money back, and I was going to give it a solid year, and I was going to bust my butt, and I was going to do everything I could, but I couldn't stand behind anything that I didn't actually value or find value for myself, and I did that. I would have backed out, or I would have made my money back, or I would have walked away had I not loved the products. And so the easiest thing for me was that I did fall in love with the products, and it did work for me. And I fit this business into 8 to 10 hours a week. There might be weeks where I maybe, I'm a slacker and I work 4 hours. There might be weeks where Christmas is coming or we launch a new product like Lash Boost, which I'll talk about later, and I might crank out 15 hours. But I watch less TV, I read less magazines, I work on the train on this business, and I can tell you in the last 4 to 5 months, not only have I met amazing people, and I've actually learned a lot about business in addition to what I do Monday through Friday. I just met Dustin 10 minutes ago, love her, want to be friends with her now. I'm sure everybody does. But it actually, last month, I actually paid half of my mortgage. So that's 4 to 5 months. And I don't want to say that's going to happen for everyone. I think it's all what you put into it, and I think that's the biggest thing. So we're not up here to tell you you're going to get a lottery ticket. So everyone here, when you walk out, collect your lottery ticket. Okay? No. It's all about what you put into it, and it's about being consistent, and it's about deciding what you want this to be for you. And so I think that's the biggest thing. The opportunities there's people, no one approached me. No one. Not about the products, not about the business. Look, I'm getting older. I make money. I made money in my Monday through Friday job. There was no reason that someone shouldn't have approached me. So the opportunity's out there, it's just finding it. So with that, I'm actually going to talk about our products. And so Fields, which I find absolutely amazing, is this. And I'm not going to read it for everyone because everyone can read, but focus on the right. So this whole concept is multi-med therapy. It's about finding the right products in the right order to be the most effective. And so how many of you walk into CVS, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, and you, again, like I said earlier, you buy a product because you saw it in a magazine, or maybe a friend recommended it, or maybe you like the container, but none of them work all together. So you might have a face wash, you might have a toner, you might not. You might be skipping toning, which is not good. You might be using a lotion, but the combination of them might not be effective together. And so what I love about this product is they take the guessing out of it for you. It comes in a package, and all of those products work together hand in hand. And they're clinically effective for the issues that your skin may be having. So our Redefine regimen actually addresses anti-aging. I want to see a show of hands. Who in here is not aging? Anyone? So we're all aging, and what this product does is kind of a cornerstone of the Rodan and Fields product line. Doesn't make it any better than our other regimens, but this specific regimen is preventative for aging and addresses reversing aging. So it helps with firmness, it helps with tone, it helps with wrinkles. And so this is a cornerstone product, and as you heard Dustin say earlier, we're number 2 in premium skincare, and the anti-aging is one of the cornerstones of that. The reverse regimen is my personal favorite. I was raised by a mother, and she's not here so I can say this, because she would be very angry with me. She didn't believe in sunscreen. I don't think she knew about sunscreen. So I had a lot of freckles, a lot of sunspots, a lot of skin damage. So I use this. This actually helps with age spots, sunspots, and fading, and so I use this religiously. Unblemished. If you are old enough to have acne, you are old enough to use this product. So my 11-year-old son uses this product once a week. So it's a strong product. If you're older, if you have cystic acne, if you need to address, like the individuals in the picture, something more severe, this product's amazing. If you're someone like my son who's 11 years old and is getting really nasty acne on his nose, I don't know why it's just on his nose, but we put it on once a week and it completely takes it away. The Soothe regimen. So the Soothe regimen actually addresses any kind of rosacea, if you have dry, sensitive skin. So you might have someone that comes to you that has multiple issues. This is what they want to start with. They want to get their skin in the best condition possible before you start on any other regimen. What I do want to let you know is these products don't have to be used individually. I've gotten to the point where I use the reverse, like I said, and I use the Redefine at night. So you get to get very savvy in terms of the products and what works for you and why, or people graduate to new ones. They use the Soothe and they graduate to Redefine. So that you grow with the product. All right, this is the big question. So I gave a show of hands for no one aging. Who in this room is using Lash Boost right now? If you, wait, leave your hands up. If your hand is not up, look at someone whose hand is up. I want you to tell me that their lashes are not freaking amazing. So this product was a recently launched product of the company. They actually announced it at convention this year. They released it, I believe it was in October, November was the official launch date. This product is actually an eyelash serum. It can be used on the eyebrows as well. And so you'll apply this serum on the upper lash line at night, and you sleep with it and wake up in the morning. And right now, as you can see from the pictures, there's 12 weeks and 9 weeks. We're recommending at a minimum people should use it consistently for 8 weeks for maximum results. And then you're going to maintain that after. So this product gives you the appearance of fuller, longer, and darker looking lashes. Does anyone not see the results? Does this not speak for where? And if not, look at the person next to you that raised their hand. So with that, I'm actually going to turn it over to our local leader, Liz Saravo.